Hi there, this is Henry Smith here from IamWealthyandRich.com, where we talk about how to understand the game of money and play it well. Make sure to stay to the end of this video because I'm going to talk about something very important. But welcome to today's cryptocurrency portfolio update, something I've been doing now for about 18 months or so, updating a particular portfolio. And but before I do, I'm going to do the disclaimer. So I'm not a financial advisor or financial planner, so make sure you do your own due diligence, your own research. Also understand that all investing can be risky, so do not invest more money than you can afford to lose. So with that said, I'm going to share my screen and go to the update before I talk about what I want to talk about. So here we are. Today, the date is the 31st of May. The time is this. And I get the figures on this page here, which is updated every 10 minutes. This portfolio consists of one whole Bitcoin and a selection of altcoins. And so it used to be 25-75% split, but as you can see, altcoins have actually gone down a lot compared to Bitcoin. But that's all part of the journey. So anyway, what we've got here is, take this figure here, 68,207. So 68,207.62. That correct? 54. 68,207.54. Right. And the next one, 99,776.80. 99,786. 776, I think. 80. I don't know. 7. Let's see if we got that right. 99,776.80. That was wrong. 99,776.80. That's it. Okay. Let's bring this down. That is, should be green. This green and green. Okay, so altcoins went up 5,542. Bitcoin went up 2,420. And the total portfolio is up 7,962. Save that. Great. So again, it's part of the journey. We're going through a very severe bear trend right now. And after the bear trend comes the bull trend. So that's just the way it goes. I think people's mindset, a lot of new people who come into this space keep thinking when it goes down, it's going to stay down forever. It's not the case. It's just a matter of waiting. Patience is the key word. But let's go on to what I want to talk about, which is Ethereum. Ether. Now, Ethereum is the second largest altcoin, as you all know. And what I really want to talk about is a warning. I want to give you a warning that expect there are signs in the charts that predict Ethereum could go much lower. Now we knew that Ethereum reached a high of all-time high of 4,948 or thereabouts in November, 29th of November. But Ethereum is about to go, from the signs in the charts, it looks as if Ethereum is about to go a lot lower. So the first sign is this. If you look at the chart here, even though this is on the weekly chart, Ethereum, this chart is actually showing a head and shoulders pattern. So this is known as the head, and these are the shoulders here. And when you get a head and shoulder pattern, it normally ends to the downside. In fact, I made some notes. This image here. Yeah, so the other thing, I'll come back to this. The other thing, which is very powerful signal, which when you get more than one signal, then it's called confluence, is the death cross. Now the moving averages, 50 moving averages and the 200-day moving average are very powerful signals, very powerful indicators when using competition. Now, this is not happening over the 1-day chart. There is a signal over the 2-day chart, but more importantly, there's a signal over the 3-day chart. Now, the 3-day chart is a very powerful signal. When you get a signal over the 3-day chart, it's something you must not ignore. So this is a very powerful signal that we've basically got a 3-day death cross coming, and it's coming around end of June, the end of June. Now, this has only happened a couple of times before. And if I go backwards on the 3-day chart, and that's really when you want to really pay attention, because when it's on a 3 days, that means it's more likely to really happen. It's less of a false signal. On a 1-day, could be a false signal, even 2-day, but a 3-day, watch out. If we go back in time and see what happened, well, the last death cross on the 3-day, that was in October 2018. And Ethereum came up to the, rallied up to this green line, the 50-day moving average, and then crashed down through the 200-day moving average to quite a low. So this was really after the last bull run. Well, a bull run of 2017, shall we say, which ended, December 2017. So basically, from the height of this 50-day movement, it plummeted 90%. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Now, it's not that it's going to drop 90% from where it is now, but if you were to take even from this point here, it plummeted to a low of, look at that figure, 70, 79%, 80%. So it's quite a severe drop. It dropped from, when after hitting this line at 374, all the way down to $77, 60, $72, thereabouts. So that was a massive drop, about 80% drop. So on 84, but pretty hefty. Now, if we were to get that kind of drop again, okay, were to get that kind of similar drop from this line after the death cross, obviously the death cross happened somewhere around, here, we could be talking about even 70 something percent. We could be talking about a $600 or even a $600 Ethereum, late 500s to $600 Ethereum. Now, that would, some people look at that as an absolute disaster. Not necessarily. Remember, when you hold coins, you only lose if you sell. But you look at it from another perspective, that can be an amazing buying perspective. In fact, go to my image here I did yesterday. A 3-day death cross in ETH plus a head and shoulders pattern could see ETH go down to $500 to $600. Between, could be between August and October, sometime you can hit that level somewhere. It's likely to come down. It's not going to come down directly I don't think, in June, but probably descend. There'll probably be an angle to it, somewhere like this. So probably hit around September-ish, maybe when it reaches the lowest part. But the great thing is that once it's done that, then it's upwards. Because if we were to go, give you the full picture, because half the story is that it's going down. The other half is what happened afterwards. If I can. So this death cross. Now, the other thing though, is that it did last a long time. So when it did cross this, shrink the screen a bit. Okay. When it did hit this level, it came down, crashing through the red line. It didn't get back up to this same level until around 700 days, 745 days. Okay, it remained underneath the red line. Well, not under the red line. Obviously, it came out the red line here. But even if you talk about when it came out, well, obviously the red line went down even further. It came out after 625 days, thereabouts. But before it reached the same level in which the price point that it came down under the red line, it was around 740 something days. That's like, what, 2 years? Something like 2 years. Okay, well, that would correspond with the next major bull run. There might be a mini bull run, but between now and then, but the next major bull run, which would take place after the next halving in Bitcoin halving in 2024. So the next major bull run should be 2025, 2026, late 2025, 2026. It should, so late 2022, if you add 2 years to it, you've got 2024. So yeah, it should be coming out of that so that it can enter and start the next massive bull run. Okay, and that massive bull run, what happened in that massive bull run, let's just say from when it emerged here. Okay, when it emerged here, what happened after that was just amazing. Okay, it went from coming out, let's just say around here, rallied all the way up over 2,218%. You understand? So those who positioned themselves when it in the right way when it went down, they were in a position to buy at the lowest point. They made 2,000+ % on their gains on the crypto. So that made up for a lot of the going down and so on and so forth. So you need to understand this is all a game. You have to, it works in cycles. So you have to play the game in cycles. So if we look at was happening now, and it may not be 2 years, it may be longer, it may be shorter, it may be, but 2 years, let's see where we are right now. $700 days, gosh, it's not even long enough. Shrink it a bit. Start again. 2 years. Takes us around March, June 2024. So the halving would have kicked in early in spring, and then obviously Bitcoin will start to recover, and then all the others will start to recover, and then we get upwards. So from there, if you were to say, now let's just put it this way. We talked about it going down. %70 or so. That's why I've got this blue line. Sorry, I've got to get this. Get this thing under control. I'm trying to, yeah. Okay. Because you need to understand it in the scheme of things, what could actually happen. Okay. In the scheme of things, you could be looking at, let's see. in the scheme of things. So, 2 years, 2 years, 2 years, 2 years, 2 years, 2 years, 700 and something days. Now it's never going to be an exact time frame, but something similar. It shouldn't really be going up to its major new level until after the halving, and then the Bitcoin halving, and then things settle down. Now, if you count 2,000%, here. From this level, anyway. It would be a bit more than 2,000%. Yeah, you could look at $11,000, $12,000 Bitcoin and Ethereum sometime in this time. But we'll have to wait and see. Nobody knows exactly what it's going to go up to. But it would certainly, be in the teens. It should be well above the 10,000 mark. And some people say it could even reach 20,000. So the key is to make sure you get ready to. It's always good to have cash aside so that you can take advantage of the dips. My main point. But you've got to first know that the dips are coming. So there is a major dip coming. Both these patterns and this sign predict it, and it's like it's a high probability. It's not maybe a 90% probability. There's a 10% probability. It may not work at all. It may not happen at all. But there's a 90% probability there will be a dip to the downside, which will bring Ethereum down as low as into the 600s. And that's a real bargain if you can buy Ethereum at 600 or thereabouts. So be prepared, be ready to buy, and don't look at it like the end of the world. Take advantage. And this is how people make a lot of money. How people make money, how the rich get richer, by taking advantage of cycles. If you take advantage of cycles, you don't buy when it's at the top. You buy when it's at the bottom. So be aware of that. We'll be monitoring it, seeing how this discourse forms towards the end of over the next month, and then see how the price responds, and then we shall be prepared to take advantage. Okay, so I just want to let you know, beware. The 3-day death cross is coming for the Ethereum coin. Don't forget to go to my website, IamWealthyandRich.com, and put in a short form, Get Your Millionaire Mindset and Investment Strategy. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share this video. And thanks very much for watching. So it's a little bit longer. I had a fiddling about with my chart, but I guess you get the message. See you in the next video. Bye.